Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to Vasavi Virtual Program. This is Satish Kumar, Faculty of Chemistry. Dear students, today we are going to discuss one important topic from matter lesson, and the topic is what happen when barium chloride aqueous solution react with a sodium sulfate aqueous solution. So to understand this point, I am going to show you a small picture, my dear students. That is, I have taken two test tube. In the first test tube, I added few ml of water, and to that water, I added sodium sulfate salt. Then I got sodium sulfate aqueous solution. So aqueous solution is nothing but the sodium sulfate salt dissolved in water. So that is the meaning of aqueous solution. And as well as I have taken another test tube, my dear students. In the test tube also I have taken few ml of water. To that I added barium chloride salt. So that barium chloride salt dissolved in water and given barium chloride aqueous solution. So when I am going to combine these two chemicals, so a new product will form, my students, that is sodium sulfate aqueous solution is going to react with barium chloride aqueous solution. So here the sodium is having a plus 1 charge and the sulfate ion is having a minus 2 charge. From crisscross method we have learned that sodium is always having plus charge and sulfate is having minus 2 charge. So barium also having plus 2 charge and chlorine is having minus 1 charge. So here what will happen, my dear students? Very simple, double displacement reaction happens. These two reactants exchange their ions. So you can see here the sodium plus ion should react with chlorine minus 1 ion, and the barium plus 2 ion should react with sulfate minus 2 ion. So you are going to get a new product, my dear students. The new product is, I can write very simple, BaSO4. So I am writing here solid and downside arrow, and as well as I can write 2NaCl, that is aqueous solution. My dear students, when you added sodium sulfate salt to the water, that will give you a clear solution, nothing but a homogeneous solution you will get. And as well as when the barium chloride also react with water, when the barium chloride added to the water, there also you will get a clear water like solution, homogeneous solution. It means colorless water like solution you are getting when you add a sodium sulfate to the water, and as well as colorless water like solution you are getting when you add barium chloride to the water. So when you mix these colorless solutions of sodium sulfate and barium chloride, you will get a white ppt, that is called barium sulfate. You are mixing sodium sulfate aqueous solution and as well as barium chloride aqueous solution in third test tube. So when you mix that two solutions of sodium sulfate and barium chloride, you are getting one insoluble solid in the test tube. That insoluble solid is known as barium sulfate, and that barium sulfate, beside we have written downside arrow, nothing but the insoluble solid. Insoluble solid is known as precipitate, is known as precipitate, my dear students. So when you are observing any formula and that formula beside downside arrow mark is there, just you tell that is precipitate. Precipitate is nothing but insoluble solid. So when you mix sodium sulfate aqueous solution to the barium chloride aqueous solution, you are getting one insoluble solid. That insoluble solid is known as barium sulfate, and that is in white color. And that insoluble solid is having a name. The name is precipitate. And along with that insoluble solid in the test tube, you will get a watery like substance. That watery like substance is sodium chloride, and that watery like substance purpose we have a special name. The special name is supernate. So in this reaction, barium sulfate is precipitate because that is an insoluble solid in the test tube, and as well as the sodium chloride is a watery like substance, so you can use the word that is supernate. So when you are observing precipitate reaction, along with the precipitate you will get supernate also. And my dear students, it is the good example for law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. What is the meaning of law of conservation of mass, my dear students? It was given by Lavoisier. I told you in the class already. My dear students, when you are observing any equation, arrow mark left side reactants will be, and arrow mark right side products will be. So the number of atoms at reactant site equal to the number of atoms at product site. So that is known as law of conservation of mass. Again I am telling, law of conservation of mass, nothing but the number of atoms in the reaction at reactant side is equal to the number of atoms at product in the reaction. So that is the meaning of law of conservation of mass. I hope you got it, my dear students. Thank you.